You are not alone. If you have ever thought to yourself, I'm too old, I'm too young to be doing this, I'm not experienced enough, I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, I don't have the right team, I don't know enough about this, I will just mess it up, I don't know enough about something, then you are not alone. I can't tell you how many times I have felt it in my life. I didn't realize how big how common a thought this is. So many people, it is one of the biggest barriers to people's progress, is what we call the imposter syndrome. Like feeling like that you're not good enough, or not meant to do this, or not experienced enough in whatever it is that you're trying to do, this new field that you're trying to do. And I want to let you know that it's just a thought, that literally it is perhaps one of the most common things available anywhere, depending on how your perspective is. I can't even tell you how many times I've felt that. And to be honest with you, even when I was working in my corporate life, I knew that there were people around me who thought I was an idiot. Let me be brutally honest. There were people that thought I was a freaking idiot. And sometimes I felt like it. I was like, well, sometimes I was just like, I didn't know what I was talking about in some areas. But at the same time, I didn't know more than a lot of other people. But we kind of give in to some of what our haters may think, or our haters may say. I realized at one point that, forget what they think, forget what other people think. When I stopped caring about what other people thought, or what my haters thought of me, I started progressing more. And let me just say that sometimes these thoughts of, am I good enough? Am I a good enough speaker? Sometimes, like, I speak now every single day, but why do I do it? I still had those thoughts, like, am I good enough? And especially when you start to compare yourself to the best in the world. But what I started to do was stop comparing yourself to the best in the world, and start comparing yourself to how you were yesterday, and just make it about a process of improvement, self-improvement. This has made the biggest difference in my life. To continually, first of all, not give a damn about what any haters that aren't going to be paying my bills, I'm not going to give a damn about what they say. Does it still happen? A little bit. But I do give a whole lot less of a damn about what other people think, because I'm like, these guys don't pay my bills, forget them. And what I started to do is every single day just push my comfort zone. Every single day, do a little bit more than what I was doing before. Push a little bit harder, a little bit more, despite the voice that's inside my head. I believe that courage is not the absence of fear. It is our ability to move despite of fear. Do I still have the voice sometimes that says to me, oh, but what if you make a mistake? You didn't prepare enough today. What if this? What if that? Forget the voice. I say, okay, thanks for your opinion, but you're not paying the bills. Let me go and do this. And I move despite of the voice. So I wanted to come and share this just because over the last couple of days, I attended a number of talks, but I started to see how common this issue is. And I was looking at a whole number of people and seeing how all these people had the same thing. I would never imagine that some of the people I was listening to had this doubt, had these fears, had these insecurities. And yet every single person, including myself, and then I was just like, you know what, maybe I should start sharing that I have insecurities. I've had insecurities, I've had doubts. It's just right now I control my fear rather than letting my fear control me. I move despite it. I progress with it. I put it aside. I say to myself, okay, what can I do? I get it. There's fear, there's whatever, but what can I do that's a little bit more uncomfortable than what I was doing yesterday, than the talks that I did before? So I wanted to come and record this video because if you've ever experienced self-doubt, if you've ever doubted yourself, if you've said, I'm too this, I'm not good enough, what if I mess up? What if this, I don't know enough, or I haven't studied enough, or I'm not as knowledgeable as this person. Forget all of that. My biggest recommendation is just compare yourself to you. And by the way, this is not knowledge that I've come up with. I studied a lot of really successful people, and their biggest advice is compete with themselves. When you stop competing with everyone else, just compete with yourself to who you were yesterday. That's a great measure. And also know that the greatest question to probably ask yourself is not, am I good enough or am I this? Is, am I fulfilling my full potential? And if the answer is no, then what can you do that could push yourself a little bit more? And so, this video, the last couple of videos, I'm just attempting to push myself a little bit more, a little bit further outside of my comfort zone, a little bit less preparation. And I come on over the last couple of days, I've just pressed go live and I'm flowing. But I wanted to add a bit more emotion. I wanted to talk about some of the things some of the doubts that I've had, but also how I've overcome them, and speak about these things that I'm a bit more a bit passionate about, because I know that for so many of us there's another level, and it's not, so many of us have that ability, but we're not. And if you ask yourself the question, am I fulfilling my potential? Am I fulfilling my full potential? I know that deep down inside, you'll say, okay, that's a better question to ask. And then what can you do that's just a little, I'm not telling you to go crazy, but what is a thing that you can do that's a little outside of your comfort zone? Etienne, thanks, brother. Yes, a great idea to only compare yourself to you and how you improved since yesterday. 100%. It is the best measure. I have compared myself to the best in the world, and that has stopped me in the past. It has prevented me from moving forward in the past. When I started saying, okay, forget that, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? How can I be, that's achievable. That's achievable. That's less daunting. That's focusing on the progress that we can make. So, yeah, so that's my my session for today. It's a tiny bit of a rant, just because I know I have when I was at school, I craved other people's acceptance. When I was at work, I craved other people's acceptance so much, and I was so afraid of making mistakes. However, it's just when we let go of that and we just start comparing ourselves to ourselves and to our potential, and knowing that it's okay to make mistakes and that we should make mistakes, and that we should just do a little bit more today than you did yesterday. Make a couple of mistakes. Celebrate that you've made mistakes. Celebrate that you've gone and tried something new that you haven't done. Celebrate that you didn't listen or give in to that voice that could have suppressed your potential. Every time that you move despite of that voice, celebrate it. And I know that sounds really crazy, you know, to just sort of sit there and go, congratulations to you, to yourself. But it's such a powerful thing. It's such a powerful training of the mind to give yourself a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of a positive endorphin after you do anything that's good. Like you're training your mind, okay, when I move despite of fear, I feel good. Move despite of fear, feel good. And how do you feel good? By just literally just saying, I'm proud of myself, I did this. And we can move so much further. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate you for allowing me to experiment and listening to me as I do on this journey. And I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Peace out. One love. And I will see you on another video very soon. Thanks, guys. Peace out.